Where does Japan rank among the country you have visited in the past?
Visited so far.
So thank you so much for your help. And first of all, where are you from?
From origin from Turkey, but I live in Sweden.
Sweden.
Yeah.
Oh, when did you arrive in Japan?
Tokyo? Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
So you mean you arrived in Japan from Tokyo?
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly. I will just be in Tokyo
Okay.
Yeah.
How long would you stay here?
for a couple of days, like
Couple
5
of
days. Yeah.
For travel or because of your work?
Yeah, no, just visiting.
Just visiting.
Yeah.
How do you like Japan so far? You
It's
arrived
it's new,
yesterday,
but yeah, it's great. Yeah,
Great?
so far great. Yeah.
Is there any like different culture? How can I say? Any culture shock so far?
Not really,
Not
because
really?
I have both Japanese friends, but also many friends who visited Japan before. But also, I also like Japan culture. But not that I know so much, but especially the food and yeah, that's I think what that takes most.
Is food the biggest reason brings you to Japan?
I mean, I like, of course, Japan in general. It's very different, as a culture as well. I like photography, so I always wanted to visit Japan. But I think food is a big part as well, because I really like the food, and especially Japanese food.
Which Japanese food did you try?
So far, of course, started with sushi and ramen, and also had a yakiniku today. So I have hopefully a few more on my list.
Okay. So,
What would you recommend?
you said sushi and
Ramen, yeah, now yakiniku. So I like on my list is yakitori,
yakitori.
right? Yeah.
Yakitori.
Tonkatsu.
What about do you know gyudon? Beef rice?
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you should try it.
I should.
Yeah, I recommend that.
Okay.
Do you have any feeling about Japanese people so far? No.
No, I mean, I have some Japanese friends, and I really like the kind of the calm, very nice, friendly part of the Japanese culture. Maybe a little bit shy. I mean, compared to I think what you would see in, let's say, in Europe, but very respectful, very calm, very peaceful. So I like that one.
Okay. You mentioned about photography, but is there any like good place to take photo in Japan?
For me, actually, I like general like street photography. So to people, so I'm not just nature or special place, but just the streets, the city, people, how do they live. So like this kind of photography normally I like.
I see. And next, final question: where does the Japan rank among the country you have visited so far?
I would say quite high. Again,
Quite
like
high?
I haven't visited, I'm quite new here, but it has been always high on my list. I'm just starting. I think I should come here in maybe a little bit of a time with a better weather. Maybe less warm, less humid. Of course the Sakura time is best, but then I guess it's also very crowded.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Exactly. So I actually would like to come many more times. Because this time I will go able to only visit Tokyo. So, and I would like to see more of Japan, especially Kyoto, Osaka. I'm sure there are many other places as well.
Can I ask, highest country do you have visited?
It's very difficult to say because I have visited actually quite a lot so from let's say Cuba, South Africa, Nepal, so I think each country is very different. So I don't like to rank. Because it has all something nice. But I think what is nice with Japan is actually it's quite wide what you can do. If you like food, you can come. If you like also the nature. You can come, just as a culture as well, a lot of culture. So that's the diversity I like, and then kind of similar to also Tokyo is a very big city, and I like cities. I come from Istanbul. It's almost as big as Tokyo. So I like these kind of, again, like the big cities that you could do many things.
Okay, so that was the last question that I have. So that's it. Thanks
Yeah,
so much.
you're
Thanks so
welcome.
much
Nice
for
to
help.
meet you.
Okay, so thank you so much for help. And first of all, where are you from?
We're from France.
France.
Yes.
Oh, when did you?
Not Paris.
Not Paris. Oh,
Lyon.
Lyon. Oh, Lyon.
Yes.
Oh.
The best city in France.
Oh, I like watching football, so I know Lyon.
Oh, okay.
So when did you come to Japan?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yes, for 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Okay.
Ah, is it first time to visit
Yes.
in Japan?
The first time.
Ah, how do you like Japan so far?
Because the Japan is very different than
Different in
France.
France?
The technology, the history, the culture is very different. And the architecture,
Okay.
the buildings and the temple.
Temple.
In France, it's just buildings.
Okay. Why did you come to Japan?
Because for discover your culture, your architecture, and for work our English. And we work a lot, so we want to
holiday.
discover in the holiday.
Okay. Did you try Japanese food?
Yes.
Yes.
Which food did you try?
Sushi, ramen, and
Takoyaki.
takoyaki.
Ah, was it good?
Yes, very good.
Oh, like
It's
compared
my
to
it's my favorite food.
really
Yes,
compared to French food.
It's very different. The
Yeah.
French food is composed by cheese, ham. It's very different than Japanese food.
Japanese food. Okay. How about Japanese people? Did you have some experience about Japanese?
Complicated question. The Japanese person are
Personality?
cold.
Cold?
Cold.
Than
No.
France?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Because in France,
People are more open?
yes,
Yes.
I think.
Comment on dit pour la barrière de la langue? C'est language?
Ouais. It's complicated to speak with Japanese people who not
Because of
speaking English.
Language.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Where does Japan rank among the country you have visited so far? So, I mean, if you rank the countries,
Oh yes.
the country you
Also
have visited so
complicated question. We have visited Italy, Finland, Morocco, Spain. So for the rank, Japan is in top one.
top one.
Yes,
Yes.
because it's very different, than the Europe country. And after Finland,
Yes.
Finland,
Finland.
Finland, and the third, I think Italy.
Italy.
It's enemies and friends. I don't say that.
Okay.
But we love Italy for the food also.
Okay. So that was last question. So that's it. Okay. Thanks so much for your help.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's it. Thank you so much for your help. And first of all, where are you guys from?
So we're from New York.
New York?
City. Yeah.
Both from New
Both
York.
we live together in New
okay.
York.
Yeah.
When did you come to Japan?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, so you just arrived in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Just
we did.
arrived in
Oh,
Tokyo.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. How long would you stay here?
2 weeks.
About 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Only Tokyo?
No.
No?
So we're gonna go Tokyo,
Uh-huh.
then Kyoto,
Kyoto,
Osaka,
Osaka,
Kanazawa,
Kanazawa. Oh.
Nagano, then back to Tokyo.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like long.
Long
yeah,
trip.
long trip.
Okay, so how do you like Japan so far? I know you guys just came here yesterday,
Oh,
but
love it so far.
Love it
so far?
It's been on my list for a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're actually on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
honeymoon. Wow.
Just got married. Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay, did you have any like favorite foods or something?
Favorite
Did you-
food
did
so
you try-
far? Yes, we
Yes.
had a lot of food. We went to the fish market this morning.
Fish market.
Tsukiji.
Oh,
was
tsukiji.
great.
Ah.
I
My
know-
favorite was the tamagoyaki.
Tamagoyaki.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, so it was really good.
What was your favorite?
I think my favorite was we had like a little tuna tasting.
Tuna?
So
Uh-huh.
tuna was
Yeah.
delicious, like sashimi.
Okay.
It was great.
I had the maguro and the toro.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. What about people? Japanese people?
Yeah.
Is there any like
Had-
special experience?
Yeah, great interactions so
Ah.
far. We had one of the sellers at one of the stalls in the fish market helping us figure out what to buy, and he's super helpful.
Yeah.
And
We speak very little Japanese,
little.
so
Yeah.
we were trying to use the basic Japanese phrases in English to communicate.
yeah,
Oh.
but everyone has been so nice.
And both of us have had Japanese classmates as well. So they, that was kind of our first experience with Japanese people. Actually, Japanese people living in the United States. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Oh, by the way, what brings you to Japan?
Just honeymoon.
Yeah, and it was on your
It's on
top
the list.
destination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask why?
Yeah, so I really love Studio Ghibli movies. So we're gonna go to Ghibli Park next week. So that was one of like the major reasons I wanted to come.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where does Japan rank among the country you have visited in the past?
Visited so far. I think for me it's pretty high.
Pretty high?
Yeah, like I've been to China. I think like China is like the other like Asian country that I've been to, and then a lot of my travel has been in like Europe, like Eastern Western Europe. But I really love Japan.
Yeah.
I think it ranks very highly for me.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think we like to travel for food, and Japan is one of the best food places in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the last question. So that's it.
Great,
Okay, thank you so
wonderful.
much.
Of
Thanks
course.
so much.
Thank you so much.
for having- Okay.